Hello, Captains, and welcome to some Star Trek Online news. This news today is brought to you by the 2018 summer event in Star Trek Online. This is totally 2018 summer event Lohlunat edition. This will probably be a pretty short news update because there is not a whole lot to talk about. We, of course, have had the Victory is Life 4th expansion to Star Trek Online come to the game. It is out. It's been out a month now. Hope you all are having fun with it. I certainly am, and there is a lot more to cover. I have covered many things on it already, and many more things will be covered. I am currently playing through the Gamma Quadrant missions on Ensign Ricky, and that has been a lot of fun. After I do that, I will be rolling a new Jem'Hadar character. He will be a Gamma recruit, and he will be that special variety you get, that upper level where there's basically an extra space trait for running that one. So that will be the thing to do, so stay tuned. There will be that. I know a lot of people have been asking about my playthrough of the Jem'Hadar. It's coming. I just wanted to get through all the other stuff first. Wanted to save the best for the last. So I have covered the new STF The Swarm. I played it on manual and advanced. I have also played the new Battle Zone. I've got videos on all of that. I also have an introductory video that just shows everything you can do in Victory is Life. And I have videos now with Ensign Ricky. I have been numbering them, continuing my 2012 playthrough of Ensign Ricky. And I have been playing each mission of the Gamma Quadrant. I'll be playing all 7 of those. So that is very fun. I'm nearing the end of that, however, and so that means, yes, my playable Jem'Hadar character is coming soon, so stay tuned. You know what to do. Subscribe and ring that bell. Alright, so let's get on with the news of today, which is, of course, that the summer event is out. It is out in the game right now. It's the 2018 Risa Lohlunat Festival. And yes, I call it a Lohlunat because that's just better. So this is now in the game, and I have been playing this. After this video, which is all the news about this event, I will go into the game and I will play some of the things for you and show you what you can do in the summer event. Really, nothing has changed from previous summer events. So it is very repetitive and rehashed. If you've seen past videos of the summer event in Star Trek Online, you aren't missing anything if you don't watch this one or if you don't play the summer event, because there's really nothing new. But I'll go in and do it all over again anyway, just to show you a couple of things. I'm not going to do everything because there's a lot there, and I've done it all in the past. And as I said, nothing's changed. So we'll just hit up the big things like flying high to get our vouchers, because obviously the only reason why you're probably doing the summer event is for the free ship. Am I right? I'm right. So let's read the announcement first on this. We're excited to announce this year's annual Lohlunat Festival. Okay? From July 3rd, so this just came out a few days ago, at 8 a.m. Pacific, to August 16th at 10 a.m. Pacific. So August 16th, that's it. That's the cutoff date, so keep that in your head. Come to Risa to experience this festival of love and friendship and some rewards that continue this year's Deep Space Nine themes. New rewards include the Vorgon Tigera Dreadnought Cruiser, which can be obtained via the Lohlunat prize vouchers. And you need 1,000 of them, so get grinding, because you only get 40 per 20 hours in Flying High. New this year also are baseball uniforms inspired by Deep Space Nine. Take me out to the holosuite. I almost said ball game. Take me out to the holosuite. That, of course, will get you some baseball uniforms. From what I hear, though, you cannot separate the pieces. You have to wear it all as one, and you probably can't wear them outside of Risa. I'm not 100% sure on that, though. Power boards and floaters with Deep Space Nine baseball theming, so just, some texturing there. New spotted and holographic caracals, so if you want a holographic caracal, I don't know why that is special, but there you go. 3 new kit modules inspired by the terraforming efforts of the Risens. So, of course, new kit modules. That might be another reason why you would want to do some of the summer event stuff, is having those unique kit modules only come around during either the summer or winter events. So that could be interesting for your character to have a new kind of power. New food items inspired by sporting events. Again, the whole Deep Space Nine baseball theme there. And here's a picture of the Vorgon Dreadnought we'll be getting. And I will read about it because they've put up all the stats on it. Participate in the Floater Challenge course to earn Lohlunat prize vouchers that you can trade in for a starship. Different colors of spotted and holographic caracals are available from the Summer Store and Low-Buy Store. So I guess that's a thing. And here we go. There is a baseball uniform and emotes. Take me out to Risa. We're proud to add 5 new emotes as reward to the summer event. So you've got some baseball emotes here. Again, DS9 themed there. You've got several new styles of floaters and power boards that are baseball league themed. Here there are the baseball uniforms right there. Support the Milky Way League. Don these outfits like the Niners and Logicians of the Deep Space Nine episode Take Me Out to the Holosuite. 2 brand new STO teams are joining the league as well. The Ferenginar Liquidators and the Cation Claws. There are home and away jerseys for each team. It doesn't say if you can wear them outside Risa though, but typically these things are just for Risa only. Captains will be able to acquire and try additional sporting event snacks such as caramel-coated popcorn, peanuts, hot dogs, stadium brew, and nachos. So there you go. Now here's probably the more interesting thing out of the summer event, the kit modules. We've got an engineering kit module called Cyclonic Generator. Deploys a barometric cyclonical generator, which in turn will manifest pockets of conditioned air pressure that spin away from the device. These cyclone-like air pockets will pull in targets, subjecting them to extreme physical pressure and restraining them all the while. So I guess some kind of fragile hold using wind powers. Science kit module. Materialize a virulent dark matter cloud. This subjects the target to extreme subatomic particle manipulation. They become dizzy and lightheaded, unable to perform precise motor functions or move quickly about. In this state, they are rendered vulnerable to attack, and nearby allies to those affected can find themselves contracting the cloud as well. So I guess a confuse on the enemy. Tactical kit module, magmatic deployment. Call in a drone bombing run of magmatic eruptions. This drone will fire explosive lava projectiles in a line, dealing severe fire damage and leaving the target area smoldering after. So basically a drone attack fire bombing. Interesting. So that's what we're getting for the kit modules. I'll have to try them out. I haven't used them yet, so looking forward to trying those out anyway. All of our above prizes except for the ship can be purchased alongside entries from previous years, giving captains a wide variety of rewards to earn by participating in the Lohlunat Festival. Remember, all that is ours is yours. So that is the news on the event. That's what you can get. And of course, in the next video, I will show you on Risa the store, and I will show you everything you can actually get from the store. But it's pretty much all listed there, so that's what you're going to get. Now let's look at the ship, because that's the other main reason why you would come to this event, is to get a free starship. If you're looking for a Dreadnought type ship, here you go. It is Vorgon once again. You'll be able to obtain Lohlunat prize vouchers participating in flying high on a daily basis, and remember the cooldown is every 20 hours for the Lohlunat vouchers, but you can play flying high after it cools down every like 30 minutes or something, and you can keep playing that for Lohlunat the little Lohlunat things, whatever they are. I forgot what they're called. The Lohlunat things. And that will allow you to buy the stuff that's in the store, like like all the modules and stuff. Again, you need 1,000 Lohlunat prize vouchers for the ship, and you only get 40 per 20 hours. So calculate how many days that is until August 16th, and that's how many days it will take to play it. In fact, hey, you know what? Let's do it right now. Watch this. Here's a calculator, right? Let's try this right now. 1,000 divided by 40 is 25 days. So that's how many days it takes to do this without spending low buy. Remember, you can spend low buy to speed up the process and buy vouchers, but of course that's what it takes. And right now I'm recording this on 7/7, so however many days that is until August 16th, that's what you have left. Hopefully it's more than 25. I think it is. And so that's what it's going to take to get the ship. Once this starship is obtained by any character on your account, any characters on this account can claim the Vorgon Dreadnought cruiser from the account claim tab. So that's one good thing, is you only need to get it on one character, and then once you do that, all your characters have access to it. That makes it very convenient. It is a tier 6 ship, and it strikes a balance in the Vorgon fleets, balancing somewhere between the massive battle station of the Rheinkoden and the sleek maneuverable strike ship of the Xiphias. Still robust and utilitarian, the Tijara is intended to give as good as it gets when properly outfitted. This starship features a Lieutenant Commander Universal / Temporal Operative Specialist seat. So being the Vorgons, obviously from the future, thematic to Risa, we know them from the 27th century. So it's got a Temporal Operative Specialist seating. Tier 6. You need to be level 40 to fly it. So level 40, you can fly it. And it's got an increasing hull strength all the way up to level 60 at 62,000. Shield modifier of 1.05. 3 fore weapons, 5 aft. Very interesting on the aft weapons there. 5 aft and 3 fore. Got a ton of aft weapons, but only 3. So it's a Dreadnought cruiser. I don't know what you would put in the aft. Are they thinking that you're going to put a lot of mines back there or something? Not really sure, but that's how it is. Interesting. Builds will be interesting with this. You've got 1 Lieutenant Tactical, 1 Commander Engineering. So I would say that this is engineering inclined. You know. 1 Lieutenant Commander Science, 1 Ensign Universal, 1 Lieutenant Commander Universal, and a Temporal Operative seating. 3 Tactical, 5 Engineering console slots. So real heavy on the engineering, real heavy. 3 Science, 3 Tactical, 8 degrees a second. It's going to turn slow. So this is definitely a cruiser type ship. It's going to be slow. So build it with that in mind. Impulse modifier 0.15, inertia 30. Plus 5 to all system power levels. It's got a universal console called the SIF inverter. It can load dual cannons, but with it turning so slow, I don't think I would put cannons on this thing. Oh, it does have a hangar bay because it's a Dreadnought, so I guess you got to build it with that in mind. You're going to be using a lot of hangar bay stuff. Hangar bay loaded with Vorgon Akintis frigates. You get a Starship Mastery package that has rapid repairs, enhanced hull plating, devastating weaponry, armored hull, and the SIF burst starship traits. So let's read about this SIF inverter, the console, structural integrity field. A starship equipped with this console is capable of generating a beam that will drain energy from a target's structural integrity field over time. However, to power this devastating weapon, the starship firing the inverter must drain a portion of its own structural integrity field. The starship that fires the SIF inverter will suffer heavy hull damage and then rapidly drain a massive amount of energy from its target's structural integrity field while dealing catastrophic damage to the target's hull. This console provides a passive bonus to hull restoration skill and maximum hull capacity. This console mod can only be equipped on Vorgon starships. So basically a beam that does hull damage to them, but it also does some stuff to you that's a little negative too. So I just have to see it in action to see if that's a good thing to use or not. I'm not really sure how you'd use it in combat just yet, and I would have to try it myself. Then we have the starship trait on this ship, which is called Sif Burst. After achieving level 5 in your Vorgon Dreadnought, you will unlock the Sif Burst starship trait. While this starship trait is slotted, activating any hull healing will cause enemies within 3 kilometers to suffer radiation damage. So when you heal your hull, the enemy gets radiation damage. But they have to be within 3 kilometers. That's a very, very, very close distance, especially for a ship like this, because it barely moves. it turns real hard. So you're gonna have to be really close to the enemy, or the enemy really close to you. Now, I would say, like, for example, with the Herc stuff, which is the stuff that's going right now, the Herc, they have these swarms of ships, right? Well, they are generally very close to you because they swarm real close to you with their swarms. So in an enemy that you're fighting like that, doing a hull heal would do radiation damage to them, which are very close to you. That could be beneficial to the Herc. I could see the Herc getting hurt over this trait a lot, but there are other enemies that keep their distance. And even when I fight, I like to keep my distance. So I'm not quite sure how useful this will be against every enemy. Like the Herc, it'll be great. But other enemies, questionable. Only because they have to be within 3 kilometers. They have to be really close to you. 3 kilometers is close, guys. I mean, very close. That's right on your hull. It really, in this game, that is. 5 kilometers, I think that's what it should be. I think it should be 5. That would be a little more useful. But 3 is really close. So I'm not quite sure how useful the trait is. That's all. Just the usefulness of it. Again, it's something I would have to try in combat. And so that just leaves me questioning the usefulness of both the Sif Inverter and the Starship trait. Obviously, you'll be using the trait more because of the Sif Inverter. If you use a Sif Inverter, you're going to want to heal your hull, which means it's going to activate the trait. Again, it's one of those traits also that has to be activated. It's not a passive trait. It is a trait that you have to hit a button to make it work. So, yeah, we'll see. We'll see. I have to try it in combat myself. It does come with the Akinti's frigates. These are the same hangar pets offered with the Rhine Coden carrier from last year's event. So it's the same frigates. There are their weapon abilities. It looks like they do Tetrion damage and Chronoton. Tetrion and Chronoton. So if you're going to build a build on this, the Vorgon, it looks like you're probably going to be going Tetrion on this thing. And I think that was the case with the last Vorgon ships too. Their default weaponry was Tetrion. So I think a Tetrion build would work well on this. And it also comes with an Admiralty card as well once you get the ship. So, if nothing else, you'll get an Admiralty card if you don't even use the ship, but that's cool. So, that's the Vorgon Dreadnought, and yeah, I mean, it's a ship that I will try. It's a ship I will review. I don't know if it's a ship that I would just fly all the time, personally, you know, as an in-game ship, but it's definitely one I'll try out, and I've already got several vouchers toward it, and I used my low buy, actually, to fast-track my way to the ship, and I am not ashamed of that one bit, because it saves me time and effort, and I get the ship faster, so I am definitely not ashamed to use low buy. I scrounged up all my low buy, and I'll show you in the next video. But it will only take me a few more days, and I'll have the ship. So less work on my part, and that saves me time and allows me to do more. So I'm not ashamed to do that. But anyway, I will have the ship, and I will do a review on it, and we'll see what it's all about. So that is the 2018 Risa Lohlunat Festival. Pretty much the same stuff as previous years, just got a new ship and some new clothes to try out, new tailor clothes, and of course new kit modules, which could be advantageous in combat. And that's pretty much it. otherwise, just you can go there and just relax, have some fun, I guess. A lot of people are chatting in the chat. That's another thing. If you really want to chat with some people, you can go there, and people are constantly chatting there. There's always a lot of people chatting, so that's good. And yeah, you just have fun, I guess. But in the next video, I will go to Risa Summer Event, and we will take a look at all of that, and I'll show you everything you can buy in the store, and all the events that you can do, and even a couple. I'll even demonstrate a couple of them, not all of them, but a couple of them. So that's the deal. Thank you all for watching, and have a great summer.